I was approached by MoMA to do something in conjunction with this Bauhaus show. Douglas came and his project seemed like a really great connection between all these ideas, and not in a very strict way that these look like something from the Bauhaus, but more of an associative way, that we would take a variety of different ideas and combine them together into this event. And I was also really inspired by all the fantastical Bauhaus theater, and I love that this could be a sort of theatrical piece with the performers would be the furniture.
I think a lot of it is finding a balance between people sort of learning how to do something new and maybe something a little frustrating, but at the same time having it be something that they can actually sort of accomplish. Today we had about 15 people come. We had kind of full kits. With this, the goal was really to sort of prefab it to the point where there was still meaningful things to be done and decisions to be made, and they had to sort of learn particular techniques and understand what they were doing. But at the same time, the design of them is sort of foolproof enough that there's a lot of error that it can tolerate. The wood was cut to size, and we had the mechanical parts were pre-made. There was a crankshaft and a motor, stuff like that. They really sort of took a kit, was mostly fabricated, but they did some small fabrication, and then they built it all up, wired up the motor and the battery, and then we tested the Foals. Part of the testing procedure was figuring out which direction they would walk. Once they were turned on, we marked the front, and most of them just worked right away, and a few of them were kind of sick and were falling over. And so then we had a little Foal clinic. Actually, you know what? Just go ahead and test it. Just grab one, test it. If you're convinced it's not going to fall over, put it over there, grab another one. That's a little on the edge, but let's put that one over there in the not quite ready pile.
Yeah.
But get it as close as you can. But certain kinds of errors are what give them their charm, because they get wonkier. You know, the less precise it is, the more they're sort of flailing and falling over. And we just want to sort of tune it so that they don't quite fall over, they just kind of barely pull themselves along. And now we have about 33 Foals ready to go. It looks like we're going to end up with about 2 feet between Foals. In this case, success is if the thing just barely can pull itself along, it's great. And there's a whole lot of variations that can sort of fulfill that, and lots of different people can then participate in feeling like they had a part in making that thing happen. It's going to quiet people down. I think we're about ready, actually.
Ready, let's do it.
I think we're ready. We have a poet, Anthony, is going to read a traditional ceremonial Foal poem for us to start off the event. When he's finished with the poem, we have the Wet Ink Ensemble, which is a contemporary music ensemble. They're going to start playing an improvised composition that they've made specially for the Foals, improvising using the movement of the Foals to help generate the music. And our volunteers are going to all at once turn on the Foals, which are in this big circle, and they're going to start marching towards each other. After that, nobody knows what's going to happen. It sort of peaked quicker than I thought, and then it was this kind of beautiful, slow, just drawn out action of this kind of decay. So I thought it was terrific. It was sort of like we were launching them out into the world, and then just the world immediately said, no. These are Foals, and they're actually up for adoption. So if you'd like to take a Foal home with you, just come on down and talk to me, and we'll set one up for you. They collapse pretty small. You can put it in a cab, go home, and have your own Foal. Hi, how are you guys doing?
They love the
Did you like the
very
show?
much.
Are you going to take one home with you?
Well, is that possible?
Absolutely. They're going to people's houses, which I think is amazing, that all these people are going to have little sad little foals walking across their kitchens.